Hi, everybody. If anybody's there, I had to install some new stuff since I'm doing this on my desktop computer here. So I'm in my little nook area, and I tell you what, we're an hour behind because we got a phone call yesterday about an appointment getting scheduled to boost up our internet speed, basically. And person never showed up. I called customer service. They said, we have no record of that appointment on this day. What? Ah! Mediacom. Folks, Mediacom is the service that we've been dealing with on this, and it has been absolutely very, very poor customer service. That's all I can say. But anyway, you don't want to hear me go on and on about that. I already ranted and raved on my blog about that. So I am just going to see if I can pull up this here broadcast over on the other. Oops, give me that link again, YouTube. Oh, it disappears when I click it. Let me see. Okay. Beauty broadcast live happening. Alright, try that out for size. And then I will do some copy and paste and see if that works. One person's here! Yay! Oops. Yeah, it is kind of dark over here. So this is a lighting situation I can mess with. I really didn't know how this was going to come off over in this little corner that I'm in. So I did bring my one light that's sitting over here, and I can't twist myself around too much since this is an iMac computer and not my laptop. But I did figure the camera on here might be better quality. So we will get all adjusted if we can. And my glasses, yeah, I put my contacts in this morning as usual. My left one, for some reason, just pained me this morning. Like, I got my makeup on, and I was like, okay, it's got to come out now. So, yeah, I've missed you guys so much. I was like, we had this appointment thing scheduled for this morning for the internet people to come by. Like, I have internet. This wasn't an issue of I couldn't do BB Live if, you know, I needed them to come in order for us to have internet. We have it, but this was going to allow us to have a little bit better speed, but apparently they had some sort of miscommunication on when the actual appointment was. But, oh, good. Just got home from the grocery store. I'm getting some comments now. I see Kristen's here, and yay! Christiane, Monique's here. Oh, you guys are so nice. Thank you. Yeah, I've got a little shelf here. This is seriously like a little cutout section of the room. I've got a bookshelf right over here. I'll show it more in an actual video. If I had my laptop, I'd just swing you around. But anyways, I'm glad to be here, but I could not bear to not do this for another week. First week that I missed was actual moving. Last week we had no internet, and now we do have some internet, so I'm very happy about that. Very happy about that. Oh, man, seems like it's been forever. You know the feeling like anybody here live in a dorm in college? And the feeling you got when you were like in your new dorm room, that's kind of how I feel now. I feel like I'm in a new dorm, and I'm just getting acclimated to all my surroundings. But basically, the situation in this room, this is my makeup room, but I've got my actual computer that I edit on in here as well. So I'm able to just scoot on over, pop my video into this computer. You already painted a room pink. Oh yeah, that happened. That was one of the first things that went down was the painting. just figured, you know, be easier to have it painted before we actually moved in. So we had like a kind of a week buffer between when we closed and when we moved. So I blogged about that, by the way, yesterday, beautybroadcast.net. Just long drawn out details on everything, probably more than you want to read. So yeah, I may give you a little synopsis along the way, but I'm so glad you were able to come in and join, even though I'm here a little later than usual. Oh, Francie says, feeling sad today. Going to catch a flight for a funeral in a few minutes. Thought I would check in before we leave. Sorry to be a downer. No, that's okay, Francie. We want to know what's going on no matter what it is here. And that's why I love this. I love how the randomness and just learning what's going on with you. We have prayed for people on here, and just, I mean, I know that everybody's got things they're going through, big and small. So you're welcome to share that. Oh, can't watch. Oh, Emily Manning is here, and she normally can't watch because of school. But now she's here. Yay! Yeah, very glasses glam today. And red lips and leopard print. How am I feeling? Oh, well, I'm feeling really good. As far as, you know, when I don't have to be on the line with customer service of any kind. Can I just say, there are probably some fabulous customer service people out there, and I have dealt with some that clearly know how the job is to be done. But I maybe it's being out of the working world for, you know, like the typical dealing with the public type working world that I was in with the news as much, but I've got a lower tolerance for the people who just kind of basically don't have any sort of courtesy type of reaction to the things they messed up on. And anywho, but no, I've been feeling good physically, and I just, like, I was trying to think the other day, I'll probably do a pregnancy update sometime soon, but I can't think of anything physically that's really changed, other than I feel like, you know, my bump is growing, but you know what I mean? I don't feel like I've gotten suddenly, you know, feeling sick or uncomfortable. I would say maybe sleeping now and then, like sometimes I'll wake up in the night and just like feel like I'm changing positions all the time just to actually get comfortable, because I really like to sleep on my stomach a lot before, and now that's not so much a thing that I can do. But no, I just I feel quite a bit of energy, and yeah. My hair is getting longer. Actually, I just got it cut. My mom gave me a trim, actually, the weekend we moved. It's a little shorter now. It was a couple inches longer than that before. But so it's a little cut off of this shot, I guess. But, sorry, I'm trying to refresh the comments here. Nursery theme picked out yet? It is, well, I can tell you for sure because it's painted. It is like a lilac color, a really soft kind of pastel lavender. So that and white is kind of the theme. So, and that room basically is painted, and it's ready to start getting some stuff in there. But we haven't started with the, you know, like the furniture and the specifics, you know, that's in there yet. But once I start on that, that'll be something to do some video of, I think. Makeup for the day? Yes, I will be sharing that. I have a basket. I brought a basket over here since this is not my, like, makeup desk area. And I could still do this. I could still set this up with the laptop and do it over there, but I kind of wanted to see how this iMac did with the camera quality. So, yay, it's a lot of people's first time here because it's summer now. Oh, Holly's here. Hi, Holly. Baby bump, please. Okay. Yes. I can only back up so far because there is a wall right here. I was going to say a walrus. I'm up on my toes. Can you see that? That's pretty much it. It feels, certain days I wake up and I think, oh, it doesn't seem like it's that much bigger. And then, like, after 3 days, I'm thinking, oh, wow, I noticed a lot of change. Oh, Carter, you're so nice. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's so kind of you to say that. I'm so glad you like the videos, and I mean, it really was hard for me to take a few days away from this. I mean, you realize I mean, you know, when you do something you like, you know you're enjoying it, right? But sometimes it's when you're kept from it that you realize how much you absolutely love it. You know what I mean? So when you're faced with, like, no internet connection for 10 days or so, and it's like, oh, I feel like I should be shooting a video, you know, or I feel like I should be posting something, or I wish I could reply to some comments on what I just posted, or whatever the case may be. So it's, I'm definitely attached to what I do, but I'm really, really glad you enjoy it. Overall, how do you like being pregnant? Good experience or bad? Well, that's a good question. I think, and I know it can be different for different people. Like, I've heard of some people having an easy pregnancy and then maybe they have another kid. Whoa, I just realized I'm way off to the side because I've had my thing cut off a little bit. But no, I've heard of some people having an easy pregnancy with one child and then a difficult one the next. So it's not like you're always guaranteed a good go of it, you know. But as far as this goes, this has been great. I've really enjoyed it. I am going to be, I guess, I'm 27 weeks as of yesterday, so I'm going to be getting into that third trimester, or am I technically already? We're like 3 months away, so I guess so. But I've just really had a good time with this. Does this look like I'm wearing a crown? If I completely center myself up. But if I were sick all the time, I mean, we'd be having a different story right now. But I really have been very comfortable for the most part. I mean, I really felt some fatigue in the early stages in that first trimester. But right now, I mean, I just feel excited. I'm trying not to, while I'm very, very excited for little Miss Belle to come, I'm trying not to wish away these days. You know, I'm trying not to think like, oh, I wish this pregnancy was over with, because this will be the only time when this happens, you know, when I'm in this state with this particular baby. So I just am trying to enjoy every moment and just very grateful for it, and trying not to wish it away too soon. You know what I mean? So, and there's so many things you learn, you know, when you go to see the doctor, and when you go through when we first went, and we had like a questionnaire type thing that they went through with us, both me and Tyler, on like our genetic background, health background. You learn that there could be a zillion different problems, basically, or things that need to be accounted for, that need to be dealt with in a special way. So I'm very aware that there are probably some people who would just assume fast forward through the pregnancy, and I get why. And my mom was very sick with me, my brother, and my sister in the first trimester of pregnancy, and then she said it got so much better, like almost immediately after that period of time wrapped up. But everybody's different. It's so funny. And I have this picture I put in a little frame. This was the first picture of Belle. That was the, gosh, when was that I shared this initially? Is this 10 weeks? I think so. Just tiny at that point. And I went ahead and framed that in there. And I've got another picture. Mariah, if Mariah's here, hi Mariah. Mariah's recovering. She went through a surgery on Saturday. And so I hope she's going through her recovery well. If you're here, hello. But she got me a really cute one that I think I'm going to put one of the later ultrasound pictures in, so I can. That's the one where you can kind of see the baby a little bit more. Oh, thank you so much. So many first-timers. Some new cravings. Oh, I tell you what, and it might just be because it's hot, and maybe I like this all the time, but I love the ice pops. Like, you know, the little popsicles that are in the plastic, and you just trim the tip off of them, and I mean, I think I could go like forever on those. Like, I don't get full of them. I don't know. I was at Dollar General the other day, and I got, they had a Margaritaville kind. No alcohol in them. But they had, it was like Margaritaville ice pops, and they had a margarita flavor, a strawberry daiquiri flavor, and a pina colada. And they are delicious. So good. So I'm going to have to pick some more of those up for the weekend. may go through them in a couple days and have to go back for more, but I really like that, just anything cold, and also that Luigi's Italian ice. Those things are like 100 calories for one of those little guys. They take kind of a long time to eat, so it slows you down a little bit. That's good, but those are so refreshing. I love anything cold like that. Beauty by Gigi, hi! Oh, I'm glad you like the name Belle. Well, you vlog at the hospital. I'm planning to, because I mean, I want to have memories of this. I want to have, I mean, I'll have the memories in my mind, but I do want to have that visual, like, what was it like that day, you know? So we're definitely going to do some stuff like that, and maybe take a look at it after the fact and see how much we'd want to share publicly. But yeah. How is Cupcake enjoying the new home? She is settling in really well now. It's taken her some time, a little bit, because this is, I mean, think about it. She's gotten her first real home after we adopted her from the shelter was the other house. And, you know, she's not an outdoor cat, so she's not just constantly exploring different spaces. So this, when bringing her in here, she was very, I think, timid at the start. And now she just roams around. I think she has accepted her Queen of the Castle title, and she just, you know, likes to just plop down in different rooms, and she loves the carpeting in here. So I can tell she's enjoying life right now. Oh, thank you, Caleb. Oh, how cool. Well, thank you for sharing. Yeah, Caleb says his sister Shayna is pregnant with her third child, and has been going through quite a few difficulties. Would appreciate anyone's prayers. Oh, fabulous. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for following what I'm doing, and I think that's such a cute baby name too. I love your comment. Thank you so much. Good morning from Guam, says Christina. Any advice for finding your passion after college? Maybe other people want to weigh in on this, but I think that I don't know, finding your passion. I know that there's Tyler and I have discussed this before, because he likes to follow this guy his name's Ramit Sethi, S-E-T-H-I, and he's a pretty well-known, like, kind of guru on life skills and just all kinds of stuff, really. And he talks about how everybody, in a kind of a vague way, talks about how important it is to find your passion, but you also, you know, when things come right down to it, you need to look at what you are good at and what you can, you know, make a sustainable living off of. So it's kind of like, how do you, I think the ideal situation is when you can combine those two. In some cases, I think you've got to take a good, honest look at what your strengths are and pursue those things, you know, where you have them, but never lose sight of whatever that thing is that you are passionate about, and keep it, if nothing else, on the back burner. Keep it as a hobby. Keep it as something that you can kind of keep working on, and you know, maybe one day you have that opportunity or that way to integrate it into something that you do all the time. But you know, I think it's a matter of not losing sight of the passion, but also keeping an eye on the practical, you know, like, what do I need? What do I need to get by here? And I don't think you can be 100, I don't think it's maybe healthy to be 100% focused just one way or the other. I think there's got to be some healthy, expectation tied to each. That's my thought. That's my ramble. Yes, Mariah's here. Hi. Did you use ovulation test strips while trying? No. I did look at like a little app calendar thing. Like it just basically told you what times were right. But that's the only kind of guidance I guess I used with that. Oops, somebody was asking if I can see their comment. Oh, Decio Beauty and Hair. Yes, I can read your comment. You're doing it right. Sometimes I miss a few because they like to come in chunks. It's like a gang of comments comes in at one time. Yes, I have ordered the Lorac Pro 2. Kristen sent me a message when it was available on Ulta's site, and I'm like, okay, yeah. Jumping on that right now. Amber's here. Hello, Amber. Yay, woot, new room. Going out for my run, future varsity cross-country runner. Well, enjoy your run. Stay hydrated. What have you been doing to manage this terrible week of Illinois humidity? Ooh, yeah, it has been hot here, and it's going to continue to be hot, I think, all the way through the weekend. It's the heat and the humidity, and then that makes like the heat index be something like 95 or close to 100 or something. Well, my plan is spending a lot of time in the AC. I'm such a trooper, aren't I? No, I mean, seriously though, heat exhaustion is nothing to mess around with. If you do have to be outside, you better be hydrating yourself non-stop. Those Italian ices are amazing. The strawberry flavor, yes, the strawberry is my favorite. See, the box comes with strawberry and lemon. Tyler likes the lemon, I like the strawberry. Oh, Holly's on her way to work. Off topic, have you seen the new color tattoos? They have some really nice deep shades that I think you'll love. Oh, cool, and she got the Maybelline Shadow Palette that I reviewed and loved it. Well, that's awesome. I didn't know about any new color tattoos, but I will check for those. I do have a haul video. I'm going to post it tomorrow on my main channel. It'll be my first video on my main channel in this room, and it's a drugstore haul. It will be, it's some Walmart stuff, some Ulta stuff, couple things I reviewed on my new channel, or on my Express channel, so there'll be a little mention of those as well, but some other things too that I haven't talked about yet. But should I do Face of the Day? Since you live in Illinois, are you a Cardinals or Cubs fan? Oh, Cardinals all the way! Go Cards! Woohoo! Yachty, yachty, yachty. Yes, I was born and raised a Cardinals fan. Cardinals, Rams, St. Louis Blues. Yeah, we are in Illinois, but I've always been physically a little closer to St. Louis area, but there's a real mix in this state, you know. A lot of Cardinals fans, a lot of Cubs fans as well. But especially down here in southern Illinois, I think there are far more Cardinals fans. We're really, I mean, just kind of on the perimeter of St. Louis's area. Like, for example, St. Louis's news coverage, part of that kind of cuts off just a little bit north and west of where I am. So, oh, Monique got the Naked 3 pallet a few weeks ago for $15. Well, son of a gun, Monique. I'm sorry, I'm beeping. Beeping like crazy. Oh, just joining from Virginia Beach. Welcome. Oh, Chrissy for Animals says, had to leave the beauty business because of a chronic illness. Your videos have given me a chance to still be involved. Thanks a bunch. Love this channel. Well, that's great. I'm glad to hear that. Isn't it great how there is a way to be attached to anything beauty related if you really, you know, if you want to, just through this online community? Melissa Price is here. Hi, Melissa. Gosh, you guys are so great. Seriously, I missed you so much. Even though things were very busy around here, this lifts my spirits so much. Just, you know, popping down and feeling like I'm just chatting with some friends here, you know. And even after this morning and dealing with the crazy MediaCom people. Yeah, great time to take advantage of the new pool. The pool has been awesome and a really good way for me to exercise. And I think I've mentioned this. I don't talk about this all the time because honestly it just seems like such a part of me. I don't even really give much thought to it anymore, but I know I mentioned it in like a 25 things you don't know about me video on this channel, but I do have something called hip dysplasia on my left hip, and it's basically you wouldn't really know it to look at me. Well, you wouldn't. I mean, it's nothing that shows up from the outside, but my left hip is just not exactly in the right spot, and it's been that way, we believe, all my life. And as a result of that, we found out, like when I was in junior high and I was starting to do a lot of long distance running for track, was doing the 800 and the mile, and they found out that that was not a good thing for me to be doing. I can't remember if I was experiencing a little bit of pain at that point. It's never been anything that's caused me much pain at all unless I overwork it. But for whatever reason, it was looked into, and that was what they realized at that point. Did some x-rays and found that out. And the point I'm getting to is that there aren't a lot of good cardiovascular activities that I can do, like running or a lot of running or walking. You know, I can run, but I'm not supposed to do long distances. And so swimming, growing up throughout my whole childhood, swimming was something that just, I loved to do it. It was completely good on, you know, that joint. And, you know, even now being pregnant, that's something I can do too, and not overly strain my body, but still get a workout. So I feel so blessed to have that pool here at this house because it really provides a great source of activity for me when it's really is hard for me to get much cardio in. You know, stationary bike, that is something else that I can do. But let's face it, we can only ride a stationary bike for so long. There's not much change of scenery. Or I could just do a regular bike ride. There are some beautiful places around here to go ride my bike. I need to get it rehabbed a little bit. I need some new tires on that thing. It's actually still hanging in our old house. we've got 2 bikes, a box of clothes, and some hangers, and a mower that need to get removed from our old house tonight, because tomorrow that thing closes. Yay! Yay for buyers on the old house. So that's what's going down tomorrow. It seems like, man, that's been happening so quickly. All of this happening at the same time can create kind of a complicated situation, but you know, it's a good problem to have. Sorry, I just rambled on and on there for God knows how long. Sorry, I'm trying to keep an eye on what comments are newest first here, and I don't know, I haven't had the tweet chat going just because I'm trying to mainly just make sure this worked on this computer today, because I had to download some new, not software, but some new plugins to make this go on this thing. Yeah, BB pool party. Oh man, you should see me, guys, in my my American flag 2-piece bump protruding. Yeah, I got this great red, white, and blue stars and stripes bikini that, I mean, nobody can see me, I think. I'm pretty sure one of the neighbors potentially may be able to see it over in our area because they're up a little bit more, but nobody from the road can see into the pool, so I'm like, I'm letting it all hang out. I do not care. Floating around, belly and all. It's all part of it, right? Good morning, Southern Indiana. Kim, I've been driven through Southern Indiana. Pretty hilly country there. Yeah. Oh, Prince is here. Me and my love are on a vacation right now in Japan. We are here in Tokyo Bunny Cafe, and just across the table there are ladies watching your video. Oh, should I tell them you have a live broadcast happening now? They look hyped watching you. I think they're watching the Emily Awards. Oh my God. Oh, that is so cool. Can you tell them I say hi? Just tell them, hey, she's broadcasting now. She says hi. I don't want you to seem like a creeper, though. Oh. Hello, Germany. What's up? Oh, Emily brought her tardy slip. Well, good. Oh, Jackie's here. She's joining from Johnstown, PA, and says the vids have been helping in her career. She's a reporter. Excellent. What a job. Talk about something that's going to get you totally well-rounded for the world. You're going to learn so much. You probably are and have learned so much. Oh, Anna. Anna's here from Western Kentucky. She remembers me being on KFVS 12. Oh, or WSIL. 12 was the competition, but yeah, same difference. Almost the same station, same area. Oh, Taser's here. Hi, Taser. Yeah, I'm so glad to be having some videos up again. So far this week, things have pretty much been on track. So, how was the transition from your news job to full-time YouTube? Very smooth. Very smooth for me because it wasn't as if I was starting YouTube, like ending the news and just beginning YouTube. I'd been doing YouTube for most of my news career, just kind of as a after-work activity, basically. So the transition came really easily for me because I spent so much time while I was at the news daydreaming about what I would do if I could only do YouTube. So I had a really good, little fantasy laid out for myself. Oh man, if I could only spend more time doing this, this would be so great. And so I made the transition pretty easily, and it just made me so grateful to have the ability to devote full-time time to this, and also get so much of my life back from the way the morning news schedule was, because, you know, I'd be going to bed about the time Tyler would be getting off work. I'd be waking up in the middle of the night. You know, I've talked to you guys about that before, but there's many sacrifices that go along with that kind of a schedule. So it was kind of like stepping away from that. While I really liked the actual work that I did and I loved the people, stepping away from that was kind of like being given a gift in a couple of ways, and that was more time to devote to something I just felt so invested in, you know, which is this YouTube beauty broadcast stuff, but also, you know, having more of a social life again as well. So. Oh, Smiddle's here. She says also chronically ill, and totes agree, even postponing my nap for this. Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining. And if I lull you to sleep, I won't be offended. Yes. Queen Mommy hasn't been on YouTube for a while. She says, "Are you in your new house already?" And we are here. This is the paint color of the new room. Excuse me, I'm trying to remember what that was actually called. It's great because the painter made sure he was using something that had no fumes. Thought that was really nice. By the way, while I kind of gave the thumbs down to Mediacom, if any Mediacom potential customers are out there, I would like to give a huge thumbs up if anybody in Southern Illinois needs a painter. Bernstein, like the Bernstein Bears, Bernstein Decorative Finishes, amazing work. They did such a good job. They were flexible with our schedule. We needed the work done in a certain time frame. They got it done. It was incredibly meticulous and just, I mean, I appreciate so much people who pay attention to detail, do what they say they're going to do it in the time frame they committed to, and kind of keep you posted of how it's going, like an email here or there, like this is where we're at, and you know, let me come in and give a look to how like the first coat was looking on this, and then said, you know, if we want to continue on with this, let me know. And it was really a great experience. His name is Guido. I linked to his website in my blog post the other day, but if you're in Southern Illinois and you need any kind of painting services, I thought the prices were very fair, and I just was so impressed with the work they did and the professionalism, everything. But he also took the consideration of making sure he used paint that was safe for me to be around. Like, you know, we were moving in and putting stuff in this room like the day after painting wrapped up. So that was cool. How's Belle? Is she listening in? I think so. She's here with us. I tell you, she does. I think morning might be just an active time for her, but whenever I sit down and I'm doing my makeup, I feel little movements, and I know somebody's getting excited. Maybe I'm just putting out some kind of vibe. Is that possible? Am I putting some kind of like really excited energy in there when I'm sitting down doing my makeup? Because I don't really feel her as much when I'm cleaning. When is the makeup room tour? Soon, because I've got a remaining piece that I think is kind of, it's not super important, but I really think it will tie everything together, and it is I want some sort of new clock over here on my wall off to the right here, and I really want to get that in there. And I hope to maybe pick it up this weekend and maybe have my room tour up sometime next week, because everything else is in place. And frankly, I think that's happened pretty quickly, because I'm reusing a certain amount of furniture from the old place, but Tyler constructed the storage in here, lickety split. Things just really came together nicely. Really happy with this nook. I can't wait to show you more of what's happening right over here. But yeah. marathoned your one brand tutorials last night. Do you have any new ones planned? Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you for the congrats. What is coming next for one brand? I'm trying to remember what one I left off on. I believe it was NYC for a drugstore look. So next one will be high-end. I was thinking Bare Minerals as one to do soon, just simply because I do have the products to make it go. Some brands, like sometimes people will request that I do a certain brand, and I'm, feeling all, gung-ho about it, but I realize I'm currently missing about 5 of the products, and, maybe if I put that one off a little while, I would accumulate some of those, but I kind of think about the things that I have on hand to be able to create a full face. So Bare Minerals would be one that I could do. Yes, ma'am. So excited to see all the ladies and gentlemen here with us today. Oh, thanks, Monique. That's really cool. She says that you do pass on your energy to the baby in the womb. Was that shelf part of your room, or did you add it? We added this. I kind of wanted to have something sort of behind me here in this little nook, and I've actually got a picture that I ordered to put in here. I mean, I like the wedding picture and all, but it's a really cute picture of Tyler holding Cupcake, and I wanted to put that in, and it would be tipped, twisted the other way. I mean, there's tons of just gold accents all around this room. Pink, black, white, gold seems to be the theme of it. So, will you teach your daughter makeup when she gets older? I sure hope so. I hope I'm the one who gets to do that. I claim that job. No, she'll probably, I mean, gosh, can you imagine? She'll probably maybe learn some things from me. She'll go on YouTube herself and learn from a bunch of other people too, but no, it's awesome. This is a good time to be learning makeup, isn't it? I mean, I really enjoyed makeup, but it was like you could only get so much. When I was growing up, it was like, okay, there's a few pages in 17 magazine where the editors have recommended a few products, and it's like that's my monthly dose of learning about new products and, browsing the drugstore, but doing it with relatively no guidance whatsoever. So, I mean, now, think about just all the girls who are starting to learn makeup now and how many resources they have. It's so awesome. Or anybody who's into their 40s, 50s, maybe never used makeup much in their life, and now they decide to, and now in the comfort of their own home, they can pull up tutorials and learn. I mean, there aren't a lot of excuses now, are there? I mean, as far as saying, I have no clue what I'm doing with makeup. Like, there are so many free ways to get advice. I think that's so cool. I should probably do my face of the day since I've got it here in this little basket. What I'm wearing today, I put everything in here. I put my primer. I'm wearing this Tarte Clean Slate Poreless Primer. Haven't worn that a lot. It's a clear, very silicone-y, very soft feeling primer. Very, very soft and silky. So I've got that on. I've got on my NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat liquid foundation in soft beige. I do like this finish a lot. I mean, can you tell, like, I'm not shiny, but I'm not just super matte either. Hence the Stay Matte But Not Flat. And then I put on some Benefit Erase Paste around the eye area. Love that. Added a little Bare Minerals Summer Bisque on top of that. Set with a little Makeup Forever Professional Pro Finish powder. Talk about something that, like, kind of got rediscovered in the move. Yeah, where's that product been? Now, it's been a little dark probably for like earlier months, but now my skin tone's getting a little darker, so it's working. I use this Milani Baked Bronzer that I reviewed. This is the 07 shade Sienna. So that's a little bit of a contour, a little bit of skin tone warmer upper. My blush. I used a stick blush today. This is the Maybelline Master Glaze in Just Pinched Pink. These are great cream blushes, guys. Love these. I think these were something I was messing with like right before the Emily Awards. They're so silky smooth. Not tacky, not greasy. You can put them on top of your powders. They blend away so nicely. So I just like tap, tap, tap it on my cheeks and blend it away with like my e.l.f. small stipple brush. Works really well. No need to really set it with anything either if you don't want to, unless you just want to change up the color some. So I got that on, a little bit of my Laura Geller Baked French Vanilla highlight. Will I ever hit pan? I've used it so much. It's got a nice little dip in it. Brows are the Too Faced Brow Envy Kit that I've been using. Whoa! Whoops. Tiny tools going everywhere. Better pick them up now or I made... Oh, goodness! Sorry. It was like under the desk and there's no room to get around there. Anyway, Too Faced Brow Envy Kit. I've been using this all the time. All the time. Go-to brow kit. Faux show. So that's there. And on my eyes, I'm wearing... Can you see? It's a pretty simple look. Allow me to bring my glasses down a bit so I can see what I'm talking about. This little Cargo Dark Neutral Essential Eyeshadow Palette. Did anybody see these going on mega sale at Ulta not too long ago? Like a ton of Cargo stuff was marked down. I actually got this when it was on Haute Look. And I'm sorry, I just missed a ton of comments. They froze for probably 5 minutes. So I'll come back to those in a second. But did I say this? This is the Dark Neutral. I've also got, I think, Cool Neutral or something. It's very similar. These are great quality, great basics. And so I've just got a very, you can probably tell, I use this really just along exactly with where they said to put them. Brow bone, lid, crease, outer corner. Very, very nice. Great textures on those. If you do still find any hanging around on sale, marked way down at Ulta, get you one. They're good. Loving this. Had it for a while, but my Milani Shadow Eyes and Champagne Toast. This is a great little inner corner highlighter. Gorgeous shade and very long wearing. And my eyes have kind of been bothering me, but this, even if I rub or, you know, blot or whatever, it still stays on there. This is in my inner rim, Rimmel Scandalize in Nude. Milani Eye-Tech Extreme, fantastic, precise liquid liner. Great for a little wing if you're so inclined. So, got that on. Miss Manga. Not Magna. Yep, I learned my lesson, folks. That's right. It's got that real flexible joint in there. But I'm kind of in a mode right now where I'm just trying to use up mascaras, even if they're not my favorite. I'm just reaching for them and going with it. So I've got that on. And the grand finale would be the lips, which the Balm has come out with some new lip glosses. Can you tell this is bleeding a little bit? I feel like it is. Maybe not much, but just slightly. Oh, dang it! Sorry, this is my... I wore a lighter shade. I couldn't tell that was happening. This shade's a little bit deeper. This is called Va Va Voom. It's the Read My Lips lip gloss with ginseng. These feel great. They're so pigmented. This would be a great thing to test with one of my lip primers underneath. I've got a NYX lip primer and a Milani lip primer. Maybe that'll help the situation because they're a really really comfortable feel, but very, what am I trying to say? Like, they hang around a decently long time and very colorful, too. But this shade I love. It's like a reddish berry. So pretty. Okay, getting back to comments. That was the entire face of the day, the FOTD. Oh! Thank you, Gina. Oh, Melissa picked up the Too Faced Brow Envy Kit at Nordstrom Rack, $11 in the older packaging. Other than the packaging, is there any other difference? Melissa, I don't think, as far as the product that's in there, like, you know, these parts, I think it's the same. I never had the old one. So, but you like the tweezer in yours, so that's good. I think it had a little pull-out drawer maybe, so the tools and stuff were a little different. I don't know if that other one came with the stencils like this one. I took that little guide out, but there's a little guide with some stencils in there. But I just think this is a great little kit. Has anyone mentioned that the balm will be back on Hotlook tomorrow? No, but thank you, Stacy. My glasses came from Walmart. The brand is Apple Bottoms. I love to tell people that. It's like so random. Like Apple Bottoms makes glasses. Whatevs. I really like this style though. They've worked well for me. Oh, Melissa Price is here and says, I know there were some gluten-free ladies on here. FYI, got my YouTube channel up and running. Beauty and food-related info. Please stop by and say hi. Thank you. So, yeah, check her out, Melissa Price. She's in the comments section as Melissa Price. You can click her name and check out what she's got going on. Do we still chipmunk? Yes. Oh, that reminds me. I got to tell you guys about the wildlife. Oh, we have groundhogs. We have groundhogs in our backyard. 2. At least 2. 2 that are now named. One is big and fat. Okay, we've got like a hill, trying to set the scene a little bit. We've got the pool. There's a fence around it. And then it goes kind of steep uphill, and then there's a line of trees. So we got kind of a flat, grassy area, but then a tree line behind it. And every now and then, emerging from those trees, will come 1, sometimes 2 groundhogs. Large, fat, cute groundhogs nibbling on the grass, clover, whatever. So I've named one Phil. You know, like Punxsutawney Phil from Groundhog Day. And so he's the big one. He's the head honcho. And I named the other one, the smaller one, Sweet Tooth, because I think she's going after all the clovers. I've decided she's a female. And so Phil and Sweet Tooth come out in the evenings, it seems like. And then we've had several deer just strolling along the tree line area. At most I saw 3 go by at one time in broad daylight. And then there's been one coming back more often. I know it's a doe. It's a female. Doe, a deer, a female deer. And she came out while I was playing the radio, and she emerged during a Carrie Underwood song. So I've named her Carrie Underwood, fittingly. So Carrie Underwood, Phil, and Sweet Tooth are the 3 regulars that I see around the backyard. We got some great birds, too. Oh, someone said, oh no, Emily's on the floor. I hope she gets up. Yeah. One of y'all would have called, like, 911 for me. I need one of those pendants. I've fallen and I can't get up. Drugstore face primer for oily skin. Check out the Garnier 5-second blur. It's a great primer. So I feel the need, if I just had a brush up here, I could brush my hair a little bit. Have you tried the Kardashian beauty brand at Ulta? I have. remember when it first came out, it was called Chroma, and I reviewed several things like in one video at that time. And I have also more recently picked up some of the lashes. Really like the Bardot style lashes. They're nice. They're really good quality if you find them marked down a little bit. What else have I tried? Some tinted lip balm kind of things I picked up, but I haven't tried a whole heck of a lot. Have you ever tried the Laura Mercier Mineral Loose Powder? I recently switched from Bare Minerals and honestly can't believe what an improvement the texture. Oh, I keep burping. Can't believe what an improvement the texture is. Well, thank you for the recommendation. I have not used that particular product, so thank you, thank you. Oh, and so my sweetheart went to the other table. This is Prince back again with an update. Told them about the live broadcast. Turns out they really don't speak English that much. Their faces are like, what is... oh, oh, they say konnichiwa. That's crazy. Prince, you're awesome. Thank you. Thank you for trying to spread the word, as hard as it may be. That's awesome. Fabulous. Love it. Have you picked up any new maternity clothes? Yeah, a few things. Let me tell you, Ross, if you want cheap maternity clothes, Ross is the place. It's like freaking under $10. I don't like to spend a ton on clothes. I've got a pair of shorts on that are pretty cute, maternity shorts, just black ones with little pockets on the back. What else have I? Just some very basic shirts that I wanted that come down longer. Like if I'm wearing, I've been living in like legging, the short ones, like legging capri pant length, black ones, and so I just love the basic shirts that you can wear down over those, kind of over the butt. Yes. Mmm. Cupcake? Question mark. Oh, I have no idea where she is right now. Oh my gosh, the baby is moving like crazy. Yeah, Baker, where, Baker, maybe if she hears me, I don't know, she's probably, a place she likes to sleep is in the closet downstairs way in the back. So I don't know if she's really easily accessible at this time. Room tour? Somebody tweeted me, Serena tweeted and said room tour. I am doing this from my desktop right now, so I can't really pick it up and move it around for you at this time. But I will have a room tour video coming soon. Soon, soon, soon. Oh, good morning, Total Polish Junkie from Denver. Thank you so much. Thank you. Awesome. Create Scrapbooks is here. Thank you. You guys are the bomb. So nice. Gloria's baby's trying to talk to me. She likes to babble baby talk to me. That's cool. I'm speaking to the children. How do you know what color bronzer works on your skin tone? Everything I've tried looks orange or too dark, says Dolly. First off, that's awesome that your name is Dolly. That's so cute. But bronzer takes some trial and error sometimes. I think if you're feeling like it's looking too orange, you may want to try to seek out those bronzers that are more cool toned. So less of a goldeny or, you know, real sunny type look and something more cool. For example, I know something that if you like to use your bronzer as a contour, something, and I'm not sure if you're fair or not, but NYX has a blush called Taupe, and that's an example of the kind of tone I'm talking about. It's a very cool tone. It creates a look of a real natural kind of shadow that you may want around temples, you know, your hairline, your cheekbones, around your nose if you're into contouring your nose. But that's something that's available that you could try to get a feel for what kind of tone I'm talking about. And then something deeper than that would be like a Too Faced Chocolate Soleil type product, although that may be a little deeper than you're wanting. But good morning, everybody from Germany. Just done with all my finals. Good for you. Are you still craving the soup from Panera? Would you like me to go on about some broccoli cheddar soup? I have not had it in a little while here, but I still want it. I would love some of that right now, actually. Will we be seeing a Lorac Pro 2 palette review, or did I miss it somehow? I don't have it yet. I ordered it like 2 days ago, so hopefully, yeah, we'll be reviewing it soon. Have you tried Makeup Forever Aqua Seal? No. How do you use it? Can somebody help Makeup Junkie 08 out? She's wondering how to use, he or she is wondering how to use Makeup Forever Aqua Seal. Have you tried any gels or powders that stay all day in the brows? Gel-wise, the one kind of like creamy consistency, cream/gel that I've got is a Mally one, and it was too much. It was like too much color came off in there. You know what I mean? Like it was not horribly off on shade, but it just seemed like too solid of a color. But I can't complain about how the staying power was. That was good. But as far as a gel that you could put over, like oh, you were probably meaning like a brow gel. Check out the NYX Control Freak. Works really nicely. I've been using that a couple weeks before I reviewed it, and now continuing to use that. It's really nice. And it may kind of seal in, it may help you seal in the things you've done powder-wise because it's not too wet. It won't, like, dissolve your powder. Are you finished unpacking yet or still have a lot to do? I've got a couple boxes here or there that still need to be dealt with, but a lot of just the, you know, the basic stuff, the everyday stuff is out and put somewhere. We've got a great basement space down here and a nice like storage room. So there's been so many things that I've kind of banished to that room. Great for, you know, the holiday decorations that you don't need right now, and wreaths, and got like a neat little linen closet-y type thing. Actually, the old bathroom cabinet that we had in our main bathroom, we've converted that into a linen closet down in our basement and just put, like, if anybody comes over, I've got the extra pillows and blankets and all that kind of stuff in there. Towels. What was your first pregnancy symptom? Feeling bloated. Feeling like, yeah, just unusually bloated. That was the first thing I remember feeling. Yep. Becky, I hear you. I'm in here. She may come over. Baker. Where are you? I'm going to see if I can grab her because I know she's close. I can hear her. Baker. Hi, sweetie. Why don't you come say hi? real quick. Here she is. Some people think I've got two cats because I say Baker and Cupcake and whatever, but it's just all nicknames for this little one. Are you being a good girl? Are you exploring? You're getting mellow now. You showing everybody your feet? Yeah, what's up there? Okay, it says I don't know about this new room. Sure, you just put your paw anywhere. I mean, I don't mind. Love you. See you later. She's not sure what's going on. She says the light normally isn't over here in this nook, so clearly something different is happening. Oh, wow, thank you. I'm glowing, apparently. No, I don't. Honestly, I need to just take a picture of myself right out of bed. You'd be like, where'd that glow go? Thought you were glowing. Sure don't look like it anymore. Oh! Sassy Brown Beauty's here from Salt Lake City. Welcome. Oh, Mallory missed Tyler's review last Friday. Well, we already shot this week's, so he'll be back. And have we started getting Belle's Nursery ready? It's painted, but beyond that, we have not started getting the furniture in there yet. How is my mom doing? We haven't seen her in a while. Hope all is well in her neck of the woods. She's doing well. She will actually be here tomorrow. Mom and Dad are coming back down for a little visit. She's going to help me out with a few things. She's really good with things like curtains, flower arrangements, various homey things like that. So she's going to help me out with that some and just, you know, relax. And there's, oh, Mish Beauty, thank you. Says I have interesting eye looks. I'm in a rut. How do you decide what to put together? Such a good question, really. I think one thing, now I'm not sure if you've got some big makeup stash and maybe some things that you haven't been using so much, but shop your stash. Take your collection, go through when you have a spare 15 minutes, and dig through and really pull out some things that you have not been using lately. And set them aside in a little basket like this. And that's, I think, a great, cheap way to get out of your makeup rut and use some things that you haven't been reaching for. And because I think you've just got to, almost make yourself aware all over again of what you actually own. So that would be one idea. And then as far as, color combinations and things like that, I think just you got to start reaching for the things. You know what you're using day to day. You know what, maybe you're in a rut of brown, bronze, gold, or those kinds of shades. I would say just try to even add one color to that mix. Like maybe you go with something a little brighter on your lid, like a fun color like a light green or some pink or something like that, and work that in just one part of your look. It's like you don't have to do a fully different thing, but edge in the colors in some small way, like a different crease color, a different lid color, or a different eyeliner color. A fun way to work that in too is, and to not drastically change your look too much, but you can go with your black and brown liner up top, but do some fun colored liner on the lower part. So fun, and you'll just start to get re-inspired, I think, as you just make those subtle changes like that. So let yourself play. I mean, I get in ruts too, where I just keep reaching for the same thing over and over. I have no reason to do it, but I just do. You know, we inevitably get in patterns sometimes, and I think if you can ever take a spare evening when you don't have to go out and do anything, sit yourself down with your makeup, get it all off, and just let yourself play with no expectation of, oh, it's got to look this certain way because I've got to go to this meeting or this party or this work thing. You know, just allow yourself the freedom to do whatever you want. And those are the times when your brain really starts letting in the creativity, you know, when you have no boundary for yourself. So that's my idea of a fun evening, y'all. Sit yourself down, makeup-free face, and just do makeup for fun. What camera do I use for shooting my videos? Sorry, I can't ever say filming because it got ingrained in my mind during an internship that cameras these days don't run on film. And I had mentioned something about filming and footage at my internship that I had way back during college, and the news director said, I'm going to have to stop you there. Cameras these days don't shoot on film, and we don't gather footage. It's all digital, so I shoot video. And she told me that, and now I can't, whenever I hear a beauty person talk about filming, I'm like, I can't say filming. But I shoot on a Canon Vixia HF S200. If you forget that, it's on like the FAQ section of beautybroadcast.net. It's worked so well. I've had that camera for like probably 2.5 years now. It's got a flip around screen. It's right here actually. It's charging. And I love it. Absolutely love this camera. It's got spots for 2 memory cards. This flips around. I press this one little button and I can see all the clips that I've taken. So like if I'm running out of space on my memory card, it tells me that, tells me how many minutes I have remaining, and I can easily delete straight from the card, from the camera, zoom in, zoom out. It takes still pictures as well. I don't use that feature very often, but it does it. And yeah, this little guy has just been great. This is my little bag I got from Best Buy that I take it around in if I got to go somewhere. So that, knock on wood, but that camera has not caused me any problems. I love it. Oh, thank you, Princess Sarah. Do you like to be addressed as Princess Sarah? Does Tyler contribute to the decorating style choices? Not really. Not a whole lot. I mean, I think he does. He's one of those guys, he knows what he likes, but he's not going to offer up. It's like I have to present the option to him. He's not going to just dream it up. You know what I mean? Like, I could give him A or B, and he would be able to choose, but I don't think he'd come up with it on its own. But one thing I found that he's really good at is assembling the stuff. And also, we put up a bunch of, you know, our artwork from Pup that we had in the other house. We put a lot of that up downstairs, and some up here as well. I've got 2 of her works of art in this room now. And he's been really good about getting stuff level and centered. Like on the first shot. I'm like, wow, you got a knack for that. That's good. Very good. First time joining live. Awesome. FS Rain, thank you. What is your absolute favorite snack food right now? And thank you for the kind words, Erica. That's an adorable bunny rabbit in your picture. Favorite snack food right now besides the Icy Pops? What else have I been snacking on? I am always, and I've said this long before I was pregnant, but I always am in the mood for nachos. So, or chips and salsa. Anything like that really floats my boat, but seriously, like just anything cold. icy type stuff. Really good. Also, another thing that we've been loving about this house is our new refrigerator. They did not leave the refrigerator in here from before. The ice maker and the water thing wasn't working. So, like, when we were negotiating and stuff, we negotiated for a certain amount to be credited toward us for a new fridge, since it wasn't told to us that there was any problem with the old fridge. Anyway, we got a new fridge, and neither Tyler nor myself have ever had a fridge that did the water and the ice that you could put a glass up to. Oh my gosh, it's so great. Love getting the ice water. I mean, we're drinking tons more water just because, I don't know, we could do it from the sink. The tap water tastes fine. But it's something, there's something about putting your cup up to the little thing and getting it out. Oh, hello, Jolene. Did you show the bump yet? Yes, I did. I'll show you one more time. I was going to say I can't scoot back very much here, and I've got on kind of a blousey top. But that is the bump. This is not a good shot of it. Wait, let me go down. Maybe I can go. See that right there? There's a baby in there. My daughter likes to be addressed as princess. Don't we all, really? Oh! Decio Beauty is organizing and shopping her stash right now while watching, and she put an Instagram picture link. Oh, wow. She's got, okay, she's doing it right. She's got a cart, looks like a little turquoise cart from IKEA. She's got her makeup drawers. She's down on the floor with a pillow, I think. Yep, she's doing it right. That's nice. It's so, isn't it fun? It's really satisfying, I think, to find something that you already owned that turns out to be something you really like. Is Sunny Bronzer still around? Yes, it is. It is, my friend. I'd love to know what prompted you to start out on YouTube. Wow, that's a good question, Sarah Anna, 1104. I started way, way back in the day. It was late 2007, and I believe I just started it as a way to, like, have kind of an after-work activity. I just recently started reporting on the news, and I just, honestly, I needed a creative outlet, you know. I always had, like, when I was going to school, I always had cheerleading, you know. I had that thing that I could do, that I could funnel my energy into, and it was my absolute passion. And I knew I loved makeup, and I had just kind of discovered, just hit the tip of the iceberg. But at the time, there wasn't that much online as far as makeup videos, but I remembered, like, Encore and Purse Buzz were a couple of the firsts for me that I saw. Loved them. Loved the thought that I could just pull up makeup stuff and watch it in video form. And I had been doing some little reviews on a website called makeuptalk.com. They had a review section. I don't know that they still have that section, but anyway, the interest was there for me, and I just kind of became inspired by seeing those couple other people doing it. And what I didn't see a lot of on there was info about drugstore makeup on YouTube at the time. Can you tell it was a different time? Like, there was just not as much on there as there is now. But there wasn't much drugstore info, and so I decided I want to talk about my e.l.f. brushes. I want to talk about, like, these different things that I know about. And so that's why I decided to do it. And like I said, I just needed something. I needed something to just channel my energy into, and it turned out to be a great thing. I can't believe it's never stopped since that time. I mean, it's just kept going and going, and I've loved it, and I have such respect for the people who get on YouTube out of a simply love for makeup standpoint, because there's a lot of things complicating up the works, I think, these days with sponsorships and deals and all kinds of, you know, things going on. And there was a time when, you know, I think it was very pure and you didn't even know, there wasn't even a partner program, there wasn't anything, and you were just making videos because making videos was fun. And I do think there are a lot of people who still see it that way, but there are a lot of people who also don't, so it kind of muddies the waters a little bit, you know what I mean? But I really, really just, it's been, I couldn't have dreamed something like this up back when you're in junior high and high school and they're saying, what do you want to be when you grow up? You know, like, I couldn't have even put into words what I'm doing now with my life and how happy I am with it. But it's like, you know, the job description didn't exist at that time, and now it's something you can totally do. Sorry, just a second. Got a message here from Tyler. Just a second. Same answers from local media people, just clueless. Okay, that's... sorry. You can talk amongst yourselves. Or maybe you can't. Let's see here. Oh! Yeah, Taylor got to watch while it's still live. Excellent. Goodness. Well, it's normally we do this, if you're here and you've never seen this before, my normal time is 9 a.m. Central. So about an hour before this time actually started. But like I said, I had the little like, oh, the MediaCom people gonna come double check your internet, and that was the phone call we had yesterday, and then why did nobody come between 8:30 and 9? And they're like, oh, we don't have any record of that appointment being down here. What? MediaCom. Oh. Yeah, partner program on YouTube is something that allows you to basically make money from the videos that you post from the advertising standpoint. It's revenue sharing from the ads. So being able to have ads placed on your videos, and then you gain like a little percentage if someone were to click that ad or, you know, see a video ad that ran before your video. That's kind of what the partner program amounts to. It's gone through different phases over time. I remember a time when only some people could get into it, and then I think nowadays they want to get those ads on like pretty much everything. So now it's kind of like basically a matter of enabling monetization on your videos, and you're pretty much good. But yeah. Going back and forth on YouTube and Google Plus. Can you see who is on both? Joey, I'm just looking at the comments on YouTube that would show up under, I think, where everybody's watching this. So, yeah. Oh, thank you, AMJ, AYEMJ. Thank you so much. She's been with me since 2009. Dang. Thank you so much. Really, really grateful that you didn't leave me. Yeah, Jenny, totally happy about the pool. 100% completely. Oh, Santana, took a picture with you at IMATS last year, but this is the second vlogcast I'm able to catch. Thank you so much. Awesome. Are you rocking some like awesome orange lips in your profile pic? Looks very pretty. Do you have an idea of how you're going to set up the baby's room? Yes, I do. Kind of got a rough plan of where things will be placed. It's really neat because it's not a typical shape to the room. I mean, space-wise, it's kind of typical, but like it's got some kind of slant to the ceilings. It's really neat. I think it'll be a very fun room. There's like a window seat type box area right in front of a window where I could picture a bunch of toys being stashed and make a fun little seat to go there. I think Mom's going to make me a little cushion that goes along that window seat. Like I said, she's handy. She can sew stuff. Oh, have you ever have you ever bought a new product as soon as it comes out and then get it sent to you by the company? Yes. That has happened a time or two. Yep. Because sometimes you don't know. Like, and sometimes with stuff like Wet n Wild, there will be a limited edition sought-after thing come out, and so I'm like, ooh, I found this in my Walgreens, I need to snatch it up. And sometimes they send stuff to review, and sometimes they don't, so I never really know. But it doesn't happen super often, but every once in a while. Do you have any advice for a girl who would love to start on YouTube? My advice would be to only do it if you feel it's like your real genuine interest. I know that might sound like really basic, but don't really dive down that road unless it's absolutely something you feel personally compelled to do. Don't let anyone make you feel like you should if you don't really want to. Like I think it really, my point is, I think it really needs to be something that you truly want to do, because it doesn't come without sometimes some criticism or some people who don't end up liking what you do. So I think the more invested you are in the thing you're talking about, the more super into it you are, the less it matters what anybody else thinks about what you're doing. You know what I mean? It was kind of like my decision to leave the news. I felt so right in what I was doing. Anybody's opinion on why I was doing it or what I was doing really wasn't able to affect me as much because I felt personally so strongly about it. So if you feel strongly about what you're getting out here and doing on YouTube, it's going to be easier for you. You're going to be, I think, more confident in yourself and less swayed by other people's criticisms of you. And just a side note, my mom brought this up the other day. I think she said it was something, we were talking about Maya Angelou, who recently passed away, and I guess she had seen some conversation she was having on TV with Oprah, and the phrase was said, like, Oprah was talking about her critics and, you know, people who didn't like her or criticized what she was doing. And Maya had said that, you know, this is not, if someone has a problem with you, don't always see that as it's about me, you know, because sometimes you are just simply the outlet for someone's negativity that they want to spread. You know what I mean? It's like they've got that in them, they're going to put it out there, and sometimes you have to happen to be the person walking in that path, so to speak. So don't always feel like, oh, this is so personal, this is so about me, this is so like, you know, these people sought me out to say something bad about or anything like that. A lot of times, you know, that could just as easily be somebody else, but you're the one who happens to be putting yourself out there. So don't always see it. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain, but I think don't always take criticism as a very personal thing, because that's not always what it is. You know, sometimes you're just the person who, it's like it could have been anyone, but you happen to be one putting yourself out there. They had that negativity in them. It was going to come out at some point towards some person, and you're the lucky recipient, you know. So, I don't know. I don't know if that made any sense. sometimes I just start talking and I don't know if it makes any sense. I'm not able to like watch myself back, you know, totally unedited. So, how do we know when a new blog is up? Well, you can subscribe to get an email notification anytime there's a new one, or I do tweet and Facebook anytime I have posted a new one, just like I do with the new video. So if it's easier to just follow me on Twitter and then click the link, or on Facebook and click the link. Although I wouldn't rely solely on Facebook, it's kind of hard for, things don't always show up for everyone there. So just FYI. But you can get the email notification, and that's right along the right-hand sidebar of the blog. So you can always check that out. Or you can use Bloglovin. It's Bloglovin, and that's a nice website to actually follow lots of blogs in one place, and it gives you kind of a feed, almost like a subscription feed type thing. So that's pretty nice, and it's an app. Have you seen the new caboodles at Target? They're cute. No, I haven't. Thank you, Miss Cy Jackson. Oh, any advice, like baby advice you've received so far that you were shocked by? Let me think. Anything really different, or... Because I feel like the doctors really kind of set you up, like, we got a whole binder about, like, things to know and foods to eat, foods to not eat, and all sorts of things like that. So I'm trying to think if there's anything somebody's told me along the line that really surprised me. And I'm sure there's been something, but I can't think of it right now. Because I had heard about the whole don't clean out your cat's litter box thing, like, even before pregnancy. I'd heard people talking about that. So, but that's something that if I never heard anybody talk about it and the doctor hadn't mentioned it, I think that would have come as a surprise for me, because it's just kind of random. But there's reasons. Any advice for a person who just got laid off? Well, I guess if I were to put myself in your shoes, I would be trying to just do those basic things, like get my resume together, get cover letters together. Like, I remember going in a space of time before I got my job at the TV station, and I was trying to find work, and I felt kind of desperate about it for a couple weeks because Tyler was in law school and couldn't work for a period of time, and I felt like powerless, kind of, and I felt like, okay, I need to make something happen here, but you only feel like you can push people so fast and so hard to actually get you in for interviews and things like that. So I think my advice would be, especially if you're in a time crunch and you feel like, you know, you can't really go very long without going ahead and getting something, spread your net as wide as you can. Get as many resumes out there as possible. Get on the websites. I mean, there's Monster and Indeed.com and stuff like that, and just really try to scour the openings that appeal to you, and try to just jump back in. I mean, and I know it can be frustrating when people don't maybe return your phone calls as fast as you would like, or, you know, I remember feeling so tense about that, and feeling so like, you know, I don't feel like I control what's happening. But I don't know if you're one who is of a mindset of, you know, prayer and things like that, but I would have some faith about it. I would try to control the things I can control, pray about the things I can't control, and just really try to make sure I'm doing everything I can do, and not get too discouraged by things that don't work out or don't go my way. Because, I mean, getting told no is part of the process. So I think you will succeed if you can keep positive about it. and remind yourself that the worst things that can happen are being told no. Which I'm not going to lie, that's not like a great thing that you want to hear, but, you know, you don't know until you try, so. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm going on about 2 hours on here. Not quite 2 hours, but an hour 40 minutes. Food you can't eat that you miss the most? Well, I remember it being real easy to just like take some deli meat turkey and slap it on a sandwich and have a turkey sandwich and how easy that was, but now I can't. You're not supposed to have that kind of lunch meaty type stuff unless you really like cooked it or something. So I've stayed away from that. Oh, and thank you. 61 years old, young, and love your advice. She called herself old folks, although I don't think that's old. Oh, thank you so much. Planning on reviewing the new color tattoo collection. I haven't found them yet. I hope I do soon, and if I do, I'll review them. Aw. Ooh, Lorac, Shannon S. is trying to decide between Lorac Pro, It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty, or Too Faced Chocolate Bar. She can't decide. Well, Shannon, if you like both matte shades and shimmery shades, the Lorac Pro is awesome. As Mariah said in her response there, like, it's such good variety. It's such a good color range. Basic shades. I mean, it's great. Plus some kind of fun, like pops, like a really good gold, that kind of garnet reddish color is great, a rusty color. So I mean, I think that's just a fabulous palette. And if you're saying I really don't care for anything shimmery, at that point I would say It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty is a really nice one because that's color variety but in an all matte fashion. Too Faced Chocolate Bar, it's a really nice palette, but it's going to just be more brown toned. Everything in that, you know, kind of goes back to a more, there is some variety, but it's all in kind of that brownish family. So, I don't know. Hopefully I helped you think through that a little bit, but Lorac Pro is really, I think, one of the great base palettes to have because anything you add on top of that is like usable in conjunction with it. You know what I mean? Not every palette's going to have that classic matte brown, matte black, champagne color, you know, medium taupe kind of transition shade. That's all in there. And so you can kind of use that to supplement other things that are without. So I think it's a good starting point palette-wise. But, oh, gosh. I am parched. I think I need some water. But thank you guys so much for joining in on this today and for working with me as my schedule has been a little crazy. Just not being on here for a couple weeks and then having to do it late today, but I really, really appreciate your time, your interest, and everybody helping each other in the comments, and this is just a totally wonderful way to get to connect, and I hope you're doing well. I hope you guys are staying hydrated, not overdoing it. If it's really hot where you live, I know it's been dangerously hot, like even national news is talking about heat waves. You know, anytime you got like a 3-day stretch of 90+ degree temperatures, I think it's a heat wave. So check on your pets, check on elderly neighbors, and just take care of yourself. And I just thank you so much for thinking about me at all or having any kind of care for me. I mean, I really, really appreciate it, and I thank God for you guys every single night. So thank you. I'm going to stop there before I start crying for you guys because I am emotional, but I'm going to get myself something to eat. Have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you later. I will see you later in a Beauty Broadcast Express video going up later this evening. So bye, everybody. Love you. See ya.